as opposed to a strict limitation. You know, like a lending limit is a strict limitation in the law. You damn well not better. You don't want to exceed your lending limit, legal lending limit.
Right.
That'll put you in the penalty box.
Yeah, that's what I was really trying to assess, is where's that line? And it sounds like we're on the right side of that line.
Yeah, and I think you can even soften it. I mean, just given the facts that you've given me, you can be able to tell a good story, and you can reset reasonable covenants, you know, that protect the bank through this period of time, that you're fully cognizant of, and have confidence that you won't have any problems with. And then it should be smooth sailing. By coming forward before you violate the covenant, you also avoid another thing that used to be very typical. It became less typical. Was every covenant exposed the borrower to a fee to either waive the covenant or amend it. You know, you broke a covenant, okay, that's going to cost you. And as banks got more and more competitive, at least over my career, I've seen that charging for covenant violation fall away, because there's more money chasing good loans, and banks just want to rattle their customers, which I never understood, and I was always happy to charge a fee. So.
Now, does that work the other way? If we were to come in and say, hey, you know, understand you're willing to renegotiate the covenants, but maybe not in the way that we would like. If we offered to then pay a fee, do you think they'd react favorably to that and maybe negotiate a bit more with us?
They should, but I'm not even sure you're going to need to pay a fee. Okay. By coming forward before you violated it, you know, you can. That's unusual. You know, it's usually you catch covenant violation when you get these statements that are late.
Yeah.
In fact, one sign that you normally have a problem is if you weren't getting financial statements from a customer that had been providing them regularly, and then all of a sudden that often was an indicator that you know, their performance has fallen off. They just don't want to tell you.
Yeah, they don't want to tell you. Yep.
And they're not going to give you statements to prove that you violated a covenant. Now, you've obviously violated a covenant because you haven't provided them the statements. But that's rarely enforced. You can't call a loan. You can't call a loan just because they haven't provided you statements. The judge will throw you right out if you try and go that direction.
Interesting. So a lot of people just try to play that game of, you know, you can't use what you don't know against me.
Yeah. I'm not saying a lot of people, but the area of financial statements, every bank that I've been involved in, getting timely financial statements on your borrowing customers is a huge undertaking and effort. And it's very expensive, you know, chasing all those statements down and getting them from the customers. So you have a borrower who's proactive in giving you the information and coming forward and saying, we're looking out here, and we, you know, as we've told you, you know, we think we're going to have a financial covenant here, and here's what we think is the best solution. This is the projection we have. Takes you all through, and our leverage gets to this level and then comes back down, and our fixed charge coverage will be, you know, you can just chart it across, you know, show them a spreadsheet with what this is the pro forma covenant compliance over the period of time. And we believe it's reasonable that you amend the covenant because, you know, this is good business for us.